Greetings, everyone. It's me, that ghost, and welcome back to another live stream where we're reviewing weird websites and weird subcultures on the internet. Today, I actually have a guest host with me. Everyone, say hello to Q.
The aliens. They are actively warping into our brains.
Yep,
Can't you hear them?
yep, that's Q. So, as Q just said, today we're going to be exploring websites about aliens, and I don't mean like fictional aliens. I mean aliens. So, get ready. So, I just chose. I should be screen sharing with you, right?
um, how about you send me all of the links into the chat there, and I'm able to catch them when I can.
Okay, I'll send the links from the description here. I just realized I just put like my Discord contacts on blast. Sorry everyone. There's
I
not
hope there was nothing like incriminating.
there's nothing offensive or incriminating with anyone. I just like if anyone is appearing in my video and they don't want to be on the internet, sorry. If you DM me, you might end up in one of my videos. That's just how it works. Okay, so I have sent the all the links to Q.
Okay.
So, uh, I was thinking we could start with like the first one, if you want. The first one, it's literally just a
The
Washington Post article. I'm not gonna go away
oh
ad.
boy, oh boy, this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we don't need to read through the whole article.
Washington Post.
But yeah,
I'm going to actively try to keep this non-political.
I'm not bringing up politics here. I just this when you search like UFO or when you search alien, one of the first things that comes up is this article. Because I guess it's because it's recent, because it came out in 2021. Or wait, no, is that just saying today's modern? Wait, when did this article come out?
Um,
Oh yeah, this article came out like a few days ago, like 2 days ago. Because today it's the 19th.
yeah,
That's why.
there's a lot been happening recently.
Yeah, I'm aware. And also stuff happened only like 3 years ago. 'Cause I remember, I forget which country, because this was many years ago. But I remember at one point a UFO flew over some country in Central America, and a lot of people recorded it on their phones, because nowadays everyone has a phone, and they're uploading it on like Instagram, Snapchat. Like, what the hell is this? And all of their stuff got taken down. This was at the begin.
Oh,
This was at the beginning, with all the independent fact checker stuff. But someone would upload a video like, "Hey, I was out on my apartment balcony porch, and this giant like glowing gray thing like swooped above my city. Here's a video of it." And the government would take down their video. And if the videos were left up, people eventually would just move on. But because the government was taking the videos down, everyone was like, "Hey, what the hell?"
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a
So
minute.
like right before quarantine, like this was like my sophomore year of high school, so like your freshman year of high school. Some country in Central America, like everyone was just getting censored after some UFO sighting, and it was conversation sparking.
Well, it's that, and also you. It's that, and also you have to keep in mind that the whole South America governments are very dictatorship
Well, I don't know.
in a few areas. So
I don't know which
that's
country this was because honestly, most of what I remember from sophomore year was being in marching band and hating marching band kids. So
band kids.
my brain's like, should we remember important information about aliens, or should we remember how annoying it is to hear Megalovania played on the trumpet 72 times a day? I know, the second one. See, now I'm paranoid. Even though we tested it, I want to listen really quick and make sure we can hear you. Important information about aliens, or should we remember
Okay.
over some country in Central America? Instagram, Snapchat. This was
Alrighty
at the
there,
beginning,
Mr.
all the
Paranoid.
independent fact checker stuff. But someone would up glowing gray. If the videos were left, what the hell?
Wait a minute.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. Sorry, I panicked. We're good now. Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay,
Is
good.
everything okay over there?
Yes, I was just I got nervous. So this is about someone named Ryan Graves who had seen UFOs every single day for many years.
Hmm.
That's hey, it says right here, right when you said that.
Intriguing. Please,
And
please continue.
yeah, so they have some videos here, but I always get wary about like reviewing videos on a stream 'cause I don't want they keep changing copyright rules all the time, which is why I'm reacting to websites and not videos. This person's saying it's real. What is it? What is its intentions? What are its capabilities? Yeah, I honestly agree. Instead of asking, are aliens real? We should ask, what are they? What do they want from us? What can they do? What do you think, Q?
Yeah. Now, this is where you're gonna get my opinion here, which a lot of people hate, but I believe aliens either won't even bother with us because we will be just a complete waste of time, or or they view us as ants. In just insignificant to even bother with.
See, I'd like to think that aliens view us as monkeys, because right now we look at monkeys who are just entering the Stone Age. I sent you a video on it. And, between our Stone Age and today, I think that's like 2 million years, no, billion. I don't know. I'm bad at math. Anyway, we know that we look at these monkeys who are doing amazing things like spearfishing and creating stone shards, and we think, wow, I hope they continue to develop to a point where eventually this will mean something. Because right now, it means nothing. The video I sent you, like,
I
either.
truly hope, I truly hope that a pygmy monkey just like actively shoots me to death.
I bring this up because the video I sent you about monkeys lately was saying, like, oh, it'll be, thousands, potentially millions of years before monkeys have, like, impressive technology. But right now they're starting. That's kind of how I'd like to think aliens see us. Like, I'd like them to look down at Earth and be like, yo, they figured out Bluetooth. They figured out electricity. They got a long way to go, but
they
they're getting
just
there.
they just figured out that you could make a car drive itself using a GPS. It took them this long.
Aliens, when they see that we stopped riding horses and we switched to, like, mechanical cars, they're like, oh my word, they finally learned the basic thing of going somewhere without an animal. But yeah, that's how I look. Like, I'd like to believe just like how we like watch monkeys and occasionally we put them in captivity and study them, but like when we're just observing monkeys out in the real world, I'd like to believe that's how aliens see us. Like they come in every once in a while, they look at Earth, they're like, wow, look at these dumb fucks, and then they go back to their life because it doesn't really affect them.
Yeah.
This quote in the article: sometimes there are simple explanations for the objects, but other times there aren't. What's a simple explanation for a UFO? Because
Um.
when we saw the UFO, everyone I know is telling me it was like a racer drone. They say it's like a drone. I said it's too fast and it looked different. They're like, oh, well, it's one of those high tech racer drones. I don't know why someone would be flying a high tech racer drone around a children's playground at night, but okay.
I've seen a few UFOs in my during my lifetime. I've
I've,
actively seen a few.
I've only seen like two. So, what are some of your really good UFO experiences?
Now, there's two that are exactly the same. That is just this moving red light, reddish orange,
Yeah?
and that's it.
Do you hear any noises accompanying it, or like does it follow any specific like flight patterns?
Silent, just silent, calmly moving through, through calmly moving through the night.
Does it blink at all, or is it like a constant glow?
It, uh, it was this constant orange glow, and it just would not move. Well, it did move. I don't know why I say it did not.
It's
You,
okay. I know what you mean.
you, you people actively get the point here.
Yeah.
It's it was just this light that was just calmly moving through the night, just minding its own business. Now a drone is loud as hell,
Yeah, and that's why I
and
was fighting. That's why I was fighting like Ashton and my mom about this. Like I was like, what we saw in that park was not a drone.
so what it was, I can't tell you what it was because there was no noise, which means it was probably a silent bomber. However, it was at such a low altitude, and I know no, no silent aircraft that has a solid orange light.
Yeah,
Just
when I think of human aircraft, I always think of blinking lights. We seem to be really big on that.
yeah.
What are some other times you've seen UFOs? Like what are some other experiences?
There's one, but I'm pretty sure it was just a goddamn. I'm sure it was just a goddamn meteor.
Ah,
But yeah, I basically saw this orange poof of flame just appear, just appear off the distance uh in the sky. So
meteor, alien crash landing, who knows the difference? No, I'm joking
I
around.
mean, I have not been probed yet, so we're all good on that front.
So right now the article's saying like, hey, if pilots keep seeing UFOs, shouldn't the country ask like what the heck's going on? And yeah, and now yeah, they have a quote supporting this belief, saying anything that enters airspace that's not supposed to be there is a threat. How do you feel about that quote?
Anything not in the airspace that we know of is a threat is a quite a bold, and I mean bold goddamn claim there.
Well, see, I can sort of understand it in some things. Like if someone's flying a drone around an airport, that's a threat because it's in the space and it's not supposed to be there, so it could mess you up. But yeah, if you're just like flying around different countries doing stuff and like, whoa, some like weird like gray blob thing flew past you, it's like, are you actually in danger? The article's claiming there's a stigma on Capitol Hill around UFOs where government people don't really want to talk about it because they don't take it seriously. They think it's not a serious topic.
That's a weird thing, but okay.
Yeah, if I brought up like, hey, people in our military are seeing something, and everyone just started like laughing, it would be like,
That reminds me of the UFO footage that was released. Um, I want to say last year,
oh yeah, like newly
and
released to the public after being hidden.
yeah,
I
it
I
was
remember that.
hidden. It was hidden, and then they revealed it, and I was actively listening to the whole like audio thing about it, and like all of the people there were like, we don't know what it was, and then these people just showed up, grabbed all of the footage, and just walked away.
Yeah, it's weird that the government tries to cover
Out.
up footage of it, and then they immediately turn around and are like, haha, UFOs, those aren't real. Why would we waste our serious government time discussing UFOs? Those are fiction. And then like someone will be like, I saw a UFO, and they're like, haha, footage redacted.
I mean, it's an interesting case where all all of the higher ups on that like military like boat just very calmly were like, ha ha ha, there is no UFO out there. Meanwhile, everybody else, i- including the pilots that were chasing the object, were like, what is that?
Right now, on part of the article, they're talking about how a lot of these people only speak up about what they see because other people saw it too, and if they saw it alone, they wouldn't have reported it because they knew they would have sounded crazy. So like think about how many like UFO sightings and reportings we're never gonna have because someone saw it and they just knew no one would believe them, so they didn't even bother. We only hear about the ones that people are like confident enough to tell others about.
Yeah.
So we're at the end of the article. The only description we get in the whole article of the aircrafts is a white tic tac looking object the size of a
Oh yeah,
fighter jet.
that
I've
that what there is what I was talking about.
yeah, I've seen the footage. I remember Ashton was like trying
It's
to
just
debunk it. Do you remember that? He
I
was
love
mad.
how Ashen was there just going, it's a drone, it's this or that. Well, actually, there is a bunch of military personnel that said it was impossible to fake because
Yeah,
of the movement.
I think a lot of people like they know so strongly that they don't want to believe in something that in their like refusal to believe, they allow themselves to believe in stuff that normally they wouldn't believe in. You know, like if you're absolutely obsessed with the fact that it's not a UFO, maybe you normally wouldn't believe that that's a drone, but you convince yourself to believe it's a drone because it's the only alternative to the UFO. So I feel like he was doing a little bit of like willful dumbness by saying, no, the military's wrong. It's totally fake. Yeah, yeah, it's like I think he just really didn't want to admit that it was a UFO.
Yeah. However, where I actively stand on the whole thing is like I originally thought it was a drone until I looked into it and was like, there's something more at play here.
So the next article we've pulled up is by the New Yorker, and I know you're gonna make another haha political comment, but the reason I brought it up, I
I
included this.
I thought the New Yorker honestly went out in the late '80s. I I I honestly didn't know it was still around.
Well, I pulled up an article from April 30th, 2021, so it was just last month, and this is referring to the same stuff that the article that we just read that came out 2 days ago is talking about. In the article we just,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Like
it,
the Pentagon is now going to take UFOs seriously.
yeah, because
Actually,
the
fun
last,
fact.
yeah,
Fun wickedly fun fact here.
yeah,
The military no longer uses UFO
yeah,
because
it has a stigma from crazy
yeah,
crackpots.
so it's now like it was like UOA or something. Let
Un-
me check real
what is
quick.
that, like unidentified object airborne or something?
Something like that.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna clown on it. I like the term UFO. Thing is, I don't think UFO has much of a stigma because like anything can be a UFO. It literally just means unidentified flying object. Like if I threw, I don't know. Right now I'm like fidgeting with a practice a butterfly knife under my desk. It's like a little comb. If I threw that out my window and my neighbors didn't know what it was, but they saw it, this would technically be a UFO. Like a UFO is just anything that isn't identified. I don't think there's anything wrong with using that term.
I think they're using UAP.
What does that mean?
I'm actively trying to find out.
Unidentified shit.
Unidentified.
Oh. Oh heck yeah.
Unidentified.
Jack Smith is here. Sorry, I forgot to check chat for a while. Jack Smith is here. He said, "Oh boy, UFOs," and they said, "A white Tic Tac sounds like a fun UFO." Heck yeah. Yeah.
Not one
Well,
of the white
keep in mind the Tic Tac's as big as a
Tic
fighter
Tac is
jet.
about a size of a
Fighter jet.
goddamn. It was the size of a fucking Prius,
Big
just
boy.
hurtling through the air.
If Elon Musk could launch his red car into space, what if Elon Musk launched a giant Tic Tac into space? What if it's all just a prank?
It was all Elon Musk.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Anyways,
if he's putting cars up there, he could put giant Tic Tacs out there. He could.
the new like unidentified thing is unidentified aerial phenomena.
See, I'm gonna start using that now and make sure everyone uses it for the most bullshit nonsense, so then they have to change it again. I'm gonna bully the U.S. military.
Ha
Hey, if you're gonna,
ha ha ha!
it's like, oh, UFO is it? Oh, ALP is your word now? No, it's my word now. You know, if you're gonna stop saying UFO, I'm gonna start saying ALP or whatever they say. But yeah, this article came out about a month ago, and it's referencing what the last article was saying, which is like, oh, people in government don't take the UFOs seriously. Well, they've started.
Well, I mean, there was that like um galactic federation thing that was in the news.
What was that about? 'Cause I don't think I caught that.
Galactic Federation. So,
Yeah, like what are they doing though?
um, look up a news article on it because it's going to be interesting.
Maybe could you send me a link to one?
Yeah, give me one moment as I look this up here.
Okay. Because I don't know, I don't want to Google it and then find like some random nonsense. So I'm just gonna wait for a link.
You, let's be honest, you don't want to look it up because you're worried that you might
What do you think, Q?
accidentally get some
Yeah.
adult-oriented things.
It's like I type G into my keyboard and like the first thing that comes up is just porn.
Wait, hey, watch what you say on YouTube because the because the Google gods might just uh just hit you down.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm not gonna search stuff right now, but it's not,
So what we want to do is we want to, say uh say like adult oriented stuff like
yeah, I don't want to accidentally find some adult, oriented alien themed film.
yeah. Even though
I sound like a pastor.
that might be a lot of fun to have on here.
You're happy to catch us earlier. Hey, yeah, Jack, we're happy you could catch this too. I should probably set up a second device in my room so I can monitor chat. Sorry, Q, keep talking.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, Q, keep
Let
talking. I'll set it up.
me let me copy a few of these links here and actively send these to you.
Adult oriented pee pee poo poo. Did you know that
Eh,
Did you know that YouTube censors pee pee poo poo?
really now.
Yeah, so I was joining a live stream or something. It was either a live stream or it was a premiere, but I was on some video with a live chat and I said pee pee poo poo in the chat, and then my phone was about to die, so I switched onto my computer, and on my computer the pee pee poo poo wasn't there, but all the other messages around it were there. And my other messages that I had sent on my phone were there, so YouTube censored it.
Hmm.
Also, yeah, I'm watching the chat in a second device now, so we're good on the chat. But yeah, I took photos, which just to prove it actually happened. But like, geez, YouTube is mean. So while we're waiting for Q to find some Galactic Federation links, or did you find them?
I did, but it won't let me copy the link. Come on,
Sus. Well, anyway,
give me the link.
while we're waiting, um, there's a quote. This guy named Greer says that untold numbers of alien craft have been observed in our planet's airspace, and they were able to reach extreme velocities with no visible means of lift or propulsion, and perform stunning maneuvers at g-forces that would turn a human pilot to soup. And so some of these have been captured and studied, so that's cool. Which this fits into my whole we're the space version of monkeys. Because, like, to a monkey, us flying any plane would be insane. And that's how we see UFOs. We see them as, like, insane. Where aliens look at us and they're like, look at these primitive airships that have visible means of lift and propulsion. Just like we look at monkeys and we're like, look at these primitive idiots hitting rocks together.
No, I'm gonna go send a few. Here's one of them.
Here we go. Oh, that pulled up a whole different. That pulled up a Microsoft Edge. Go away, advertisement. All that, bro. This whole website is attacking my computer. Um, Plot twists. Okay, I don't think the monoliths happened because of aliens. I think they happened because of
Oh
humans.
no, oh no, that's already been answered.
Okay, good. Because the monoliths look so
Uh,
human.
the the monoliths were caused by a YouTuber named I Did a Thing.
That's cool.
So come on, give me the link.
So people are insisting that Trump knows about aliens, which no comment.
We need to remain quiet on this one because we don't want Google to
Actually, you know what?
strike us down.
Here's my honest comment. Do I think Trump knows about the aliens? Yeah, I think every president is briefed on like our current relationship with aliens. So Trump would have been briefed at some point, but I don't really think it matters that Trump knew about the aliens because every president did. So it's not like Trump did something unique when it comes to aliens. Imagine a universe teeming with omnipotent aliens who take the time to have meetings with government representatives. Name the organization the Galactic Federation. Yeah, that's dumb. Hey, they brought up Elon Musk. I hate Elon Musk so much. Okay, I finished reading the dumb article. Uh, oh, there's another one. Former Israeli space chief says that aliens exist and Trump knows about. Every president knows about it. Yeah, mature alien stuff would be bad. Yeah, I agree, Jack Smith. That's not. Today we're just reviewing one alien to make pizza. Yeah, that could
Wait,
work.
what?
I'm just reading the chat. In the chat, Jack Smith says he wants an alien to make pizza. I think if
Oh,
imagine
oh, that would look ugly.
thing is some plants crossbreed with other plants really easily, like lemons crossbreed with other plants super easily, and that's all forms of citrus basically are descended from this one kind of citrus that was so not picky about what it cross-pollinated with that it has a bunch of random offspring now. Imagine if we found
So, it was a village bicycle.
yes, the plant equivalent of that. So imagine if we found an alien plant like that and we got it to pollinate with earth plants. We could have like half alien tomatoes, half alien whatever. So you could make like alien wheat, alien tomatoes and like actually make an alien pizza. I don't know if it would taste good, but like hypothetically one could. Assuming the plants are compatible, so we'd need to find another plant with similar oxygen and water situations to us. I don't know, that's just some stuff I think about sometimes. Just like how technically like broccoli, lettuce, cabbage, cauliflower, all of that, they're all descended from this one plant also. So
Well, as we talk about the Galactic Federation and the may or may not exist.
so this dude is claiming Trump was about to tell us about aliens and decided not to because of mass hysteria. Homie, we're already in mass hysteria. Like, I know Trump isn't president right now, but it's like during 2020, we were already experiencing mass hysteria. Like, and we still are now. People are putting like gas in bags. I don't think it would send people over the edge to tell them about aliens.
Wait, hold on. I have to say this. Do not put gas in bags.
It'll explode or catch fire.
It
Oh,
will explode because you must comprehend that gasoline isn't just a liquid, it's also a gas.
that's where the gas and gasoline comes from.
Exactly.
Jack Smith says how an alien crossbreeding with humans. My comment on that would be I don't think it would work. Very few like living, not living, very few animal species are able to crossbreed with each other. It's more plants that do that.
Wait, wait.
And what
I think he was asking that because you brought up what if alien flora was able to cross with Earth's
Yeah, and right now I'm talking about
flora.
how that doesn't work with fauna because with fauna it's very rare that two different species are able to have offspring together because usually they're genetically incompatible. And when they are, that offspring usually is born sterile, like, no ability to reproduce. A good example is if you mix a horse and a donkey, you get a mule, but mules can't have children in real life because the genetics are too messed up. There's a really good film theory video about that on YouTube where they talk about how certain characters in Game of Thrones would be infertile because their genetics would be so messed up from inbreeding in their family tree. But basically, I doubt aliens and humans would be able to have children, and if they were,
I mean,
I doubt those children would be able to have children. So there wouldn't be
I
a new species because the children
I
would
would say
carry
it's
on.
possible.
My thing is
I
like,
would say it's possible because we we have to take into account that they are now able to travel through travel through space.
I
They have entered the space age. So,
I think it might be possible through science, but I don't think it would be possible through traditional routes, whatever.
I
Like,
don't know.
'cause my thing is, if you take,
It's maybe just hit or miss.
in my opinion, like horses and donkeys are pretty similar. You know, they have common ancestors, stuff like that. If they can't have offspring that would then be able to have offspring and pass on the genes, they're far closer related than we would be to any aliens. So I don't think naturally we'd be able to start a new subspecies that's crossbreeding with aliens because I don't believe the genetics would work. I think either no children would be had or the children wouldn't have children, so it would end there. The reason why I said it might be possible through non-traditional routes is I know right now in like Japan or China, somewhere right now they're studying human animal fetus hybrids. So if someone can artificially mix, what
Yeah.
are you smelling right now? I hear you smelling something.
No need to worry about it.
Okay. Um, like if we can artificially mix our genetics with another animal, I bet we could artificially mix our genetics with an alien and make like test tube babies, but I mean, and then like in vitro fertilize a human or an alien with it and see how that works out. But to me, that's not natural. That's like assisted or scientific, you know? Yeah, this okay. All of this Galactic Federation stuff to me sounds like a conspiracy theory. Like, It just sounds like people are saying, guys, the information's out there. It's only a matter of time until they hold a big press meeting and tell us. Like, with the other stuff, we have video evidence of like UFOs and stuff. We don't have any evidence of this galactic federation. It's just people claiming that there is a galactic federation. Jack Smith says that he agrees with Ghost. I don't know if he means about alien test tube babies or if he means that the Galactic Federation doesn't exist. But I thank you for agreeing with me.
Do not
Thank you.
answer that. Do
It's not.
not answer that, Jack. I
Go
don't
ahead.
want to know.
Go ahead and answer it, Jack. I want to know. um, People have tried to reverse engineer the machines. Yeah, there's a song on Phineas and Ferb about reverse engineering alien tech. Roswell. Anyone in the UFO community knows about Roswell, New Mexico. Oh, Jack says he agrees with me on both. Get nay Q.
Jack, I'm gonna have to hunt you down.
Uh-oh. Watch my YouTube channel get
On
terminated for like
this episode of Cops,
on this
Q
episode
actively Q actively threatens a man over the internet.
on this episode of Occult Paranormal, whatever else I named this series, and Strange. Q is hunting down and threatening that Ghost Variety subscribers. um, Apparently Kennedy told Marilyn Monroe that aliens existed, and then she died of cancer. I'm sorry, I think if a celebrity dies, it's not because of an alien conspiracy theory. It's celebrities are often unhealthy. There's a lot of diet and drug culture around being a celebrity that I think makes it easier for them to die in their 30s and 40s than the average person. You know, like you hear about a lot of celebrities dying at like age 27 or whatever. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. I just think it's a lifestyle that's hard to maintain. What do you think?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Army Sergeant. Apparently, a retired Army Sergeant is saying that there are 57 alien species on Earth that are just walking around, and we can't tell if they're human or not. Can't even tell the difference. Jack Smith, the ultimate pun. JFK was very open-minded. Yeah,
Hey,
J-
hey,
JFK and Lincoln, two of America's most open-minded presidents.
ha 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 ha
If I get
ha.
canceled for this, I just want to say it's a pun. I respect both those presidents. I've done school projects on them. I'm not vouching for violence, but it's funny.
So, so there's a chance that I can meet a woman that is just an alien.
Is this like a fantasy of yours you're describing? Are you a xenophile? Yes or no? Wow, Q got quiet. I guess the aliens got him. Okay.
Uh,
Just yes or no, homie. Just say it.
uh, the, I played the fifth on this one, but I do like my odds.
See, my comment is depending on a lot of fictional media, I would say potentially I'd be willing to pursue a relationship with an alien. Like if aliens were real and on this planet and they passed the Harkness test, and they were empathetic and consenting and polite and fun to be around, I'd potentially consider dating one.
I wouldn't care. It's an alien.
I see, to me, personality.
Very few people could say that they can have relationships with an alien.
See, I wouldn't
Well,
go
I mean,
into. I
yeah, they
wouldn't.
can, but
I wouldn't.
that's a different kind of alien.
I think it's not good to like go into a relationship just for bragging rights. Like if I dated an alien, I would go in with the potential of marrying an alien.
You, my friend, are a very good man,
Thank
unlike
you.
me.
Well, I wouldn't say you're bad. I would just say that my morals are like trapped 30 years in the past.
Mine, on the other hand, What morals?
Like I'm like, listen, if I date an alien, we're gonna have a good old Christian alien marriage. We're gonna go
I
down to the
want.
alien.
I
We're, I'm gonna convert that alien to Christianity, and we're gonna get married in a God-fearing church. I'm joking. That everything I just said was sarcasm.
ghost. Uh, it's like I want a consenting relationship. Q. I don't care anymore.
Cole's like, listen, quarantine got me down bad. Show me that.
Quarantine kind of fucked me up here, man.
Are you one of those people who before quarantine were like, let's go to not alien, let's go to Area 51 and kidnap the aliens for romantic
Yes.
reasons? Yeah.
Yes.
So just discussing people not taking stuff seriously. Uh, UFOologists, or would it be ufoologists? No, I'm sure it's UFOologists. Um, so there was a special briefing for Barack Obama about aliens, apparently.
I I find that hard to believe.
Jack Smith asks, why don't we re-raid Area 51? I think we should.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You don't understand what you're about to throw yourself into there, lad.
Which one of us is that message directed at, me or Jack?
So both of you. Don't go into Area 51.
What if my body doesn't go in there, but my mind and my spirit do? What if I astrally project into Area 51?
I'm gonna have to hunt down your astral projection there and do unsavory things to it.
Gala and I are gonna like go to some random undisclosed spot in America where you won't be able to find us, and then send our souls to Area 51. And
No,
if you can't get into 51, you can't attack us, and if you can't get to the undisclosed location, you can't attack us. So either way,
you're assume you're assuming that I don't already know what's in Area 51 there, lad.
were you in Area 51?
Um, I uh I deplete the fifth.
Keep saying that today. If I ever make that ghost merch, I'm gonna make sure it says that with just like the Q-Pog face on it. Just
It's
Q-Pog.
just my face, like I plead the fifth.
Yeah. um, this talk about how there's unexplained phenomena. It's a lot of this website's just okay. How come this New Yorker, which I thought was news, is like she's a self-possessed woman with a sensible demeanor and a nimbus of curly graying hair? Is this a romance novel? Am I reading
What
a
did you
romance
just
novel?
say?
Leslie Keene is a self-possessed woman with a sensible demeanor and a nimbus of curly graying hair. She lives alone in a light-filled corner apartment near the northern entrance of Manhattan, where, on the wall behind her desk, there's a framed black and white image that looks like a sonogram of a frisbee. The photo was given to I'm kidding, but doesn't this sound like a romance book?
I don't like where that writing is going. It sounds like a fan fiction with an alien with
Leslie Keene X Alien, enemies to lovers, 300k words. No, but apparently she is a very well respected UFO studier, UFOologist, and I don't know why they introduced her like she was someone I should be attracted to, but they did introduce her that way.
Are you into MILFs, my good sir?
No, I'm not. We've already had this discussion. I'm not into anything. Like I just
Are
want
you
to be
sure
left.
about that? Cause
I just want to buy a farm.
after
I
you described that and you and after what you said there,
homie,
I
I was reading the article. I was reading the New York article. That's literally it.
yeah, sure.
You can go links in the description. You can go to the website and see. I guess if you're watching at home, you would have seen that I was literally just reading out what they told me to read. But yeah. So she thinks that Greer, she stands apart from the UFOlogical. I can't say this word. UFOlogical mainstream. And she's not. She's saying that she doesn't think that
Are
Greer is.
you at the page? Um, are you at the part of the article that says UFO people?
Yeah, she's always polite towards the UFO people. Yeah, she's saying
Oh,
that she believes that they're not wrong, but nobody's.
the UFO people are now part of the LGBTQ now.
Everyone knows it's LGBTQIAP, and then the U after the P is for UF. No, okay. Honestly, the most digits I have not digits. Now I'm making it sound like pi. The most letters I have memorized for LGBT is LGBTQIAP because that was the number of letters that was in the Pride Club I was in middle school, and it's for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex, asexual, pansexual.
Your middle school had a pride club?
I was one of the five like original founding members of the Pride Club. Like I was one
That
of the first few
se-
people.
that seems now that seems a little bit gay now, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think the fact that I was part of a gay Pride Club is kind of gay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
I have cat ears aren't my headphones right now, but I actually have like little handmade LGBT Pride cat ears. I have handmade LGBT Pride cat ears for my headphones. See, I
I
would
have cat ears. Let
well
me try to defend myself with the cat ears.
no, I'm not trying to defend myself. I'm just sharing uh
I own cat ears. Is that is that what you're trying to
you're
say?
focusing on the cat ear part and not the pride part. So I feel like you might be a little distracted here. But yeah, I have these. I have a shirt with like a rainbow flag on it. I have some buttons. I have like a button that's rainbow that says queer on it, and then I have another button that's just like the trans pride flag. I have a lot of like uh gay pride merch in my room. I have like a trans pride flag somewhere around here. I kind of
I
trashed my room
found
last night.
Cheez-Its.
I kind of trashed my room last night trying to kill a bug, so
Oh
um,
yeah.
kind of hard for me to find all of my gay stuff. But yeah, I have a lot of gay stuff in my room. Gay people are great.
It's quite hard to like it's actually quite hard to find my chastity belt up. Actually my room is in a mess.
Okay, I don't own one of those, and I never will. I think that's more of a you thing. Anyway, back to UFOs instead of whatever cursed conversation line we're going down right now.
It's like always happens. We will be on a very serious subject
Serious,
at the
serious.
and it would just turn into what you just said.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, today we're gonna talk about the very serious topic of UFOs. Oh, by the way, did you know Ghost is gay? I'm kidding. I'm actually not gay. I jokingly call myself gay a lot, but I feel like I should explain to viewers at home who like don't know me in real life. I'm not a gay man. I don't really know what I would call my sexuality, but I am trans. So when I call myself gay, I'm joking. I'm not actually gay, but I also don't mean it to be disrespectful towards gay people. I just think it's funny to say Ghost is gay because there's alliteration there. You got the two G's. GG, everyone thinks it stands for good game. It actually stands for gay ghost. But no, I'm not actually gay, but I do have a bunch of Pride merch in my room. So yeah. So she says that she feels kind of weird telling people that her job is GG. Heck yeah, we got a GG in the chat from Jack Smith. So people kind of laugh at her a little bit when she talks about UFOs, and then she'll tell them that it's a serious topic, and usually that makes people realize, like, wait a sec, it is serious. Oh, she wrote some books. That's nice.
Books now.
Yeah, there's one called UFOs. Generals, pilots, and government officials go on the record.
I may have that. Hold on.
This is like when I pulled out my book about demons during my vampire video. Like you're gonna pull out your book on UFOs.
Yeah.
Anyone who watches the stream is just gonna know the.
Beginners, aliens, troopers. Oh, I don't.
But you do have a different book on aliens and UFOs.
I did. I don't know where that went.
The aliens
It's
stole
not
it.
on my bookshelf.
I guess when we saw that light over the playground, the light was like gonna fly over to your house and steal your books, so you couldn't spread the truth on them.
Aliens have infected. Um,
Your basement.
I can't think of it. My basement. No, 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 no. That would be the last area that they want to go.
Why? Because of Sheldon's pit down there.
Well, I mean, it's no longer like a. Well, me and my father call it the pit because that is what it was before Sheldon moved in. Now it's kind of just a hangout area.
The vibe zone. At some
I
point,
should put that up.
I will go to your basement. At some point,
Welcome, welcome to
like
the vibe zone.
at some point you'll come downstairs and I'll just be like sitting there, like, so where are all these ghost rats you've been telling me about?
You just randomly show up at my house.
I have your address saved in Google Maps. Like one day.
Uh, After it's been a like long day at work, I like finally come home and it's just you in my basement going, huh? Why? Why have you? Why have you pointed out your adult-oriented stuff?
Yeah, why do you? If you can just look at it on the internet, what's wrong with you?
I like, I like the physical copies.
Okay. When you said a long day of work, do you have a job now?
I almost got one.
Oh heck yeah. Where?
I almost got a job at a. I almost got a job at a Taco Bell, but somebody else got picked. So,
If you're really like looking for a job, I'd recommend you try to get a job at the public pools because they are desperate to hire. Like so far I've heard that they're hiring everyone who applies because almost everyone quit due to the pandemic and they really want to reopen this summer. It's not just lifeguards. They're also hiring they're hiring like cashiers, like people to work in the snack area. Someone I know got a job as one of the water slide dispatchers, where their whole job is just to stand at the top of the slide and tell the people like go when it's their turn. So like you can literally get a
mm,
job to just stand somewhere or just sit somewhere. And you probably won't get turned down because they're really desperate. So if you really need a
mm.
job this summer, I'd say look into the pools. Are you still there?
Yeah. Give me
Sorry.
one moment here.
Okay.
I hear you, Nemo.
What was
Come here, my pigeon.
is it kitty time?
You rat. You living rat.
Well, while he's chasing his cute little kitty around, let's see if this is anything else. This is a long article. Either that or there's a million ads at the
Look
bottom.
out. I can warn you.
It's talking about different people.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, cool. French articles on UFOs. I actually have some family in France. I might have to ask them if they've ever heard of any of this. Ooh. I actually before this episode I was looking for some websites about people who had experience being abducted by aliens and I couldn't find any, which makes me wonder if either a lot of them were shut down due to
Nemo did.
ridicule. Yeah?
Nemo did not want a Cheez-It.
Well, I don't think cats traditionally eat Cheez-Its.
Um, She will go anything after cheese.
Oh,
If it's cheese, she's all over it.
that's I know some kids like that.
It's a, it's a kitten, but okay.
Well, no, I know it's a kitten. When I say I know some kids like that, I mean like at my church, there's some kids who are like obsessed with cheese. Like, you bring out the little like cheese cubes for fellowship, and they're like, cheese cubes.
Ooh, what are you gonna look at that? I could be a head lifeguard.
Well, you'd have to pass a physical examination for lifeguard, which I'm gonna try to be a lifeguard and pass that. But like, so
I'm going to say that's a no for me.
I'm not saying you'd be unable to. I'm just saying is like when I
I'm
was.
not in the most tip top of shape, and also I don't know how to swim.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But that's the reason why. The thing is like if you try to get a non-swimming job like dispatcher or like like
Oh,
cashier, you're guaranteed a
don't
job.
move!
But if you try, oh, he's gone
I
again.
got it.
What I was saying is that if you try to get a job,
Ow. Declaw, declaw.
ASMR Q gets attacked by Nermal.
I I have the cat. Hold on. Who's a good cat? Oh yes you are. Oh yes you are. Anyways,
I was gonna say
pool
is like
monitor.
yeah, I was saying is like some of these you're guaranteed a job, but others you have to pass a physical examination to get the job. But once if you pass it, you're guaranteed a job. So
You're such a good cat, Nano.
if I ever break into your house to be in your basement, I'm gonna give your cats so many hugs.
You will want to give Cypher hugs, not normal.
Is Scythe Boy nicer?
Yeah, Scythe Boy's nice. Normal is a psychotic. So,
See, we'll see about that. I consider myself to be a little bit of a cat whisperer. Like I bet I could potentially get a psycho cat to be my homie. So I was saying while you were originally getting the cat is I was trying to find some websites where people talked about being abducted by aliens, and I couldn't find any good ones.
I'm over here like, huh, I could just sit at the front desk.
Yeah, you could literally sit at the front desk and like check people in, like yeah, take look
You're
at their
over there like, so I wanted to look into like alien abductions and whatnot.
front desk job is easy because you just check to see if people have a pool pass and check to see if they have a punch card, and then punch the right numbers of punches if they have a punch card. So yeah. Anyway, back to aliens. Like I wanted to do an alien stream, but instead I'm just like telling my followers to get a job. Um. Oh, some people think that spaceships have been documented since biblical times. To be fair, UFOs. Technically, UFOs have been documented for all time because if you don't know what something is, it's a UFO. Like if some dude in like caveman times looked up in the sky and saw like a meteor, that's a UFO to him because he has not identified it. I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical of all this stuff. Oh, hey, when government. This is talking about the government circles renaming identified flying objects, and that pissed people off. Which it does piss me off. Oh, that's cute.
Ow, ow, ow.
Hello, Normal. Are you making cute kitty noises?
She's in heat, so that's why
Oh,
she's actually quite nice and why she that makes that noise. Otherwise, my hands would be covered in my own blood because
I feel a little
she's
bit awkward
psychotic.
saying. I feel a little bit awkward saying her noises were cute after finding out she's in heat. Oops.
That was my goal all along.
He was like, you see, if I bring over the cat, I can trick Ghost into saying something cancelable. Jack Smith says alien pool jobs and GG. Yeah, that's been everything I've thought about so far today in one sentence. So apparently part of why they renamed UFOs is because UFO people were just harassing them and giving them way too many UFO reports, which I don't know. I've I've seen a UFO, Q's seen UFOs. I don't think we ever report it. We just kind of deal with it.
I mean, if we get like a Mothman incident or like a Thunderbird, then maybe I'll report it.
I'm wearing my cryptozoology shirt today with Bigfoot on it. All right.
Oh, big feet, big feet.
Yeah, I don't know. If I saw Mothman, I wouldn't report it to anyone because I'd want to like gather evidence of it myself and then be the sole person credited with the discovery. That's just me.
I'm happy that it went in that direction, and I'm not in the direction I'm in my head.
Hey, it's not my fault you're a pervert.
I, you could have worded that introduction a bit better.
Well, you were saying like, listen, we might have not reported UFO stuff, but I'd report it if I saw like Mothman or Bigfoot. So I was gonna say, well, if I saw Mothman and Bigfoot, I wouldn't report it because it's my discovery, losers. I see nothing wrong with what
Oh,
I've been saying.
I mean, it's not your discovery because Mothman has already been seen.
If I get conclusive evidence of Mothman, it's my conclusive evidence. I'm the only one who gets credited.
Hey, at least we aren't being the dumbasses that are trying to hunt down Big Feet.
Yeah. I say in my Bigfoot shirt. So, right now they're talking about how a lot of times people attribute UFO sightings to swamp gas or decomposing vegetation or other chemicals, which, I mean, maybe, but I don't think I was around any sus chemicals that night when I was just out at a playground. Like, I was just outside with my friends in a normal people neighborhood. This New Yorker page is way longer than I thought it would be. Like, this is a whole, like, thing. Do you want to move on to another website, Q?
Yeah, go.
'Cause I'm getting kind of bored with this one. I don't get it. Like, so first, we didn't even know, like, the New Yorker still existed today, and now apparently it's making, like, articles that are basically short books. Like, geez. Dover Demon is an interdimensional monster. I've actually never heard of the Dover Demon.
Have you not?
No, what's the Dover Demon?
It's a monster that was actively spotted in a Dover, Massachusetts. No. It was just some monsters, I think, in a just some town in a Dover.
The most recent monster that I've been like reading about lately was like the Kansas Bear Man and the Kansas Wolf Man. Alright, so Q, how much do you know about Otherkin?
We are going down that rabbit hole, huh?
How much do you know about Otherkin?
Get on with it.
Okay, so basically, I was looking. Jack Smith says the Dover Demon is a creature reportedly sighted on the town of Dover, Massachusetts. Oh, actually, yeah. If it's the giant flying thing that flew over multiple like towns, and people in one town would see it, and then the next town would, and they could actually like map its flight path. I've researched that. I just forgot what it was named. Sorry, I just like suddenly got a bunch of memories back. I believe now. I believe I've heard of the Dover Demon. All right, so the reason I brought up Otherkin is I found the two articles I just showed about UFOs, and they're very professional and stuff. And then I was like, let's try to find people who were actually themselves taken by aliens. So that would be neat. Couldn't find any. So I was like, okay, fine, let's just find people who identify as aliens. And in my vampire. Oh, and the Jackson says, no, the Dover demon is on the ground. Okay, well, whatever I was remembering
Know
was
what?
also from Massachusetts.
No, know what, Eric?
What? Also, oh, you called me
We
by my name.
should.
Great.
Oh,
It's okay. You know what? Why not?
it happens.
Yeah, I guess I just give up. So yeah,
We should begin a. We should begin a YouTube series of where we actively go to these towns of these famous cryptids and whatnot, and just try to find them
so you just want us to
in
be
our
like the
own.
you want us to be the bootleg version of BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Take that, but you have our humor.
So just like two little dipshits pretend to be BuzzFeed Unsolved.
No, 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 no. It's like you, nice, calm, going. We should be respectful towards this entity, and then you have me. Fuck you!
Yeah, here you know how that
I will
series is gonna
burn your
end?
house down
You know how that series is gonna end? It's gonna
with
end
my
with
death.
yeah, it's gonna end with me safe because I respect demons, and you disemboweled on the frickin' floor. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump back to Alienkin because I feel like I just wanted to talk about basically a lot of the websites I'm looking at today are based around the idea of Alienkin and Starseed, and I personally see Alienkin and Starseed as two separate groups altogether. And this article is like, oh, most people believe that. Um, and I was gonna say that I personally, in the vampire video, they talked about other kin, and I was like, I personally consider myself to be, alien kin and ghost kin, and I do like what I'm a big fan of like meditation, past life regression, stuff like that, and I have memories of living on other planets and doing things that happened on other planets. And I kind of feel like the term alienkin is a little bit flawed because it doesn't really say what someone is as much as what they aren't. I'm not wording that right. Let me. Basically, it's like alienkin just means that you identify as an alien, but it doesn't tell you anything about that alien. So, like, if two people say they're alienkin, they could have memories of two different planets. They could have lived on two different planets in a past life, or if they lived on the same planet, they could have been two different species on that planet. Like a human and a squirrel both live on Earth. So if let's flip this and say they're people on another planet. If one of them has memories of being a squirrel in their past life, and there was memories of being humans in a past life, their experiences are entirely different. Like like maybe they'd both remember trees, but in different contexts. Because to squirrels, trees would be these big towering things that provide food and shelter and stuff for you. Where for humans, a tree is like, oh yeah, I think the paper in my high school essay was made of a tree. So I don't know. The term alienkin, like, I think it's kind of weird because like if you talk to two people who are alienkin, they will just be completely different people, completely different memories. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a kind of a dumb term, but I can't think myself of a better term. But it doesn't tell anyone what someone is. Like, if someone says they're alienkin, you don't know what species they identify as, where they identify as being from. All you know is that they don't identify as human and they don't identify as being from Earth. So it only tells you what someone's not. It doesn't tell you what someone is. After my insane rant, anything you want to say, Q?
I rather not touch this with a 20-foot pole.
Okay then. Well, now I'm gonna go back to the live chat. Jack Smith says that the monster hunting idea sounds fun, so if you learn how to drive or if I learn how to drive this summer, which is for me in 2 days, this summer, I'd be happy to do some road trips with you. Like if you want
I
to go out and
just might.
right now my only like summer vacation plan is at some point my family's gonna go out and see the the John
It's
Brown
either
house.
we go out to these like towns and whatnot on where these monsters were sighted, or we could just dick around here in a good old Kansas and just hope we don't get eaten.
See, my issue with Kansas is that the fun stuff is like illegal. Like the Stoll Cemetery, it's like illegal to go in there. Like I want to go out
Well,
since middle school. I've wanted to go to the Stoll Cemetery and I can't. And if you like loiter across the street, it's also illegal. Like people don't want you engaging with it at all, and they have like police and stuff
isn't
around
that
the
the
cemetery.
one with the
It's the one where
uh
people died falling off the roof.
oh, I thought it was the one that has the entrance of hell.
No, it is that one. Basically, Stoll Cemetery has an entrance to hell, and people like us who are dumbasses who like paranormal and occult would show up there, um, often and dick around, and someone died while dicking around. So they put new laws in place to prevent people from doing that. So basically, like the kind of stuff that we want to do is illegal because other people got hurt doing it. The good news is Kansas is one of the most haunted states in America because of the number of people who have died here during the Civil War. Not yeah, during the Civil War, during the Spanish flu, stuff like that. But some specific Kansas sites. Oh yeah, Jack Smith says we should do the Thunderbird. Yeah, like we could investigate like Kansas cryptids, but like and we can also investigate other Kansas haunted sites. I'm just butthurt because the cemetery I like is closed forever. I'd want to find
What did he say?
Jack Smith says we should hunt for the Thunderbird, which I'd be happy to do that.
Thunderbird, Thunderbird.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna leave this alien kin page now, but I just wanted to say is like if you believe in past lives and stuff like that, that's like the closest you can get to talking to an alien is that. Um, and I saw let's look at alien kin Tumblr, which I want to specify again, just like in the description. I'm not making fun of these people. I'm not sending people to bully or harass these people. I just want to see what alien kin are talking about on Tumblr. And also,
It has been seen in Illinois.
look at this.
Um,
Hey, look,
it um
some people built
it used to be
kintype in
seen
sport.
from Alaska, all of North and Central America is where it's been seen.
That's cool. I know Bigfoot has been seen all across America. So yeah, right now I'm looking at Tumblr, which I'm not harassing any of these people. These people post to the internet, to the entire public, these posts, and I'm just looking at them.
Ooh.
I think it's really cool that this person built their kintype in Spore. I have tried to draw I've tried to draw stuff based on memories of past lives and it always looks really bad. So I think it's really cool this person succeeded in building something they remember.
I have a monster that we're able to go hunt down.
Yeah.
Is there a mysterious monster lurking in a Kansas sinkhole?
If we fall into a frickin' sinkhole and die, I'm blaming you. I'll go investigate it. I'd love to. I'm just saying is like if Q and I announce we're gonna go
Um,
on some monster hunting video and then I
there are
up
multiple reports of a massive snake-like monster swimming in the big sinkhole.
are you saying there's like a basilisk in our town? Or not our town, in our state?
It's a few miles outside of It is a few miles outside of Inman, a a absolutely small town northwest of Wichita.
Again, if you learn how to drive, or if I learn how to drive, and if like we are able to borrow a parent's car, I would love to go monster hunting with you.
I might try to get my driver's license here soon.
I'm trying to get mine before I go off to college, but like, uh, it's just frustrating. It's annoying to practice driving. It pisses me off. A lot of these posts, I feel a strong. I relate to a lot of them. And it's like, duh, I'm searching a tag. But this one, like, do you ever look at outer space with a longing for it feels like home? Okay, for me, you know how like when you look up into space at night, like if you stand straight up outside at night and you like look straight up, so your body's like a pillar, do you feel like you're looking up or do you feel like you're looking down? That's my question, Q, and for the chat. Like let's say it's
Mm,
midnight, you're out in a field, you look at space, like what do you feel like you're doing?
mm, I feel like I'm just looking into the unknown.
Alright, this might make me sound kind of crazy. If I look like up at an angle, I feel like I'm looking up. But if I look 100% up, or if I lie down and I'm able to look
Mm.
100% up just by lying, I feel like I'm falling. Like I feel like my feet are like on some like chain or like link to Earth. And I'm dangling above space as a giant pit. Instead of like looking up into an infinite sky, I feel like I'm looking down into this like infinite hole. And any second I'm gonna fall off of Earth and plummet in. And it's not like a fearful thing, but you just Jack says he doesn't feel anything. I don't know. And the feeling gets stronger when I can see more stars. Like when I go out to like a farm or out to the lake to go like stargazing with my dad or something, and I look up, I feel like it's gonna be even faster until I just fall in. Where when I'm like out in my neighborhood, I feel like a subtle feeling, like oh, I might fall in. When I'm like out and I can see all the stars, especially at the lake, because at the lake you can see so many stars, you can see that like purple background glow. When I was at the lake, I felt like if I looked up for too long, I would just go plummeting. And it was a very peaceful feeling because it almost
All
felt
right,
like, yeah.
all right. The sinkhole isn't really a sinkhole; it's a lake now.
Did they fill it with water?
Yeah,
Oh, cool. They have someone's talking about the difference between Starseed and Alienkin, which yeah,
and the monster is called Sinkhole Sam.
I actually think I've heard of Sinkhole Sam. It's a cute, memorable name.
But from what I can deter from it, it sounds like there's like a goddamn anaconda in the lake.
I've seen like lake snakes before. Like there's this tiny like fake artificial pond close to my house. And one time when I was really young, I saw like a McDonald's bag like floating at the edge of the lake. So I went over there with a stick to like
Oh,
to pull it out because I wanted to like throw it 'cause I hate litter. And this like snake that I swear had four heads bit my stick and I dropped it and it pulled the stick into the to the lake. And I have never seen it again, and I can't prove this exists, but I saw it. And when I was a little kid, I saw it, and I Googled it, like what I saw, and the internet was like, that's called a hydra, and it's a fictional creature. But I saw it. That should be a monster hunting episode. I'll take you to the pond near my house just to show you the hydra.
I guess it's actively time to do some proper monster hunting, eh?
Yeah, all this aliens, all this alien kin stuff is really nice. A lot of it's describing how people feel about what.
I love how we went from like alien talk to like me over here going, yes, Sinkhole Sam, the like ape man that we have.
And then I'm
Wait,
like, speaking of Sinkhole Sam, did
Bigfoot
you know there's a
and
hydra?
Bear Man is two different things? Huh.
Yeah, bear man is like a separate species. It's like just like
A
wolfmen are separate.
pterosaur!
Is there a pterosaur in Kansas?
There
Is
was
there?
reports of pterodactyls.
Oh, Fiddle, I just realized I've been putting I just realized this whole time in the stream there's been something adult visible on my Google search thing. So, uh-oh.
What, what do you mean there?
Just like a bookmark thing, which I'll delete it in the future. I don't know if this will get my streams taken down, but whatever. I don't even care anymore. I really don't care anymore. By the way, it wasn't something I was looking at for me. It was a link that someone else sent me through Discord.
Well, well, I was quite shocked that there was pterosaurs here in Kansas.
Yeah. Um, why, might I ask?
Uh, that's my
Are there?
last thing I would ever guess would be roaming around the great plains of Kansas
Do you,
is a goddamn pterodactyl.
do you think they're bringing them back like Jurassic Park style, or do you think they're like? Do you, oh, I know. Okay, in my opinion, with dinosaurs in the modern day, there's like two ways to think about it. Either they're bringing them back, or they never really went extinct.
Whoa,
Yeah?
whoa! Buckle up your seatbelt, kiddos. We're about to go into some weird things here in Kansas. Let's begin with the Wendigo.
Heck yeah. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
so we all know Wendigo. We all know about the Wendigo because the Native American people that lived here before us have talked about the Wendigo. I believe Gala and I have talked about the Wendigo. Um,
Here's one up my alley. The Deer Lady.
what's the deer lady?
Um, it is a fertile love spirit in a form of a deer.
Yeah, that does sound right up your alley. I wouldn't mind hunting for her, but I don't want to stick around to see what happens if we
She is
find her.
seen in human form and may also be seen in a deer form.
Okay,
Sometimes as both.
in my opinion, saying that you can see her in a deer form, then like arguably anyone who's ever seen a deer in Kansas has potentially seen her.
She could also be a very dangerous entity.
Yeah, I bet creeps like you try to find her and she's like, "You know what? I want to be respected. I'm going to use my deer horns to stab you."
She would lure men out and and actively kill them.
Um,
She would
yeah.
trample them to death. She will also trample disobedient children and holy fudge. She is fond of dancing.
Heck yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I like dancing. I like dancing specifically when it comes to like magic and like
She
energy raising. So I wouldn't mind going to the
she may
woods and
be
trying to
found
summon her.
dancing it up in a community dance until the drums stop.
Here's what we got to do. We got to get a drum. We got to go out to the lake.
We
So I see a
need to
lot of
go
deer at the
to a
lake.
nightclub.
We're not going to go I emotionally I feel like a little kid. We're not going to go to a nightclub. I don't want to. If we go to any nightclub, there's one in
Hold. She can be banished through chance and tobacco or by looking at her cloven hooves.
so if I stare at her feet, she'll leave. I thought most women did that, but tis. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I I guess she's not a big. She is not a big
Foot
foot.
fan.
Yeah. Um.
Um,
The deer woman is has the characteristics of both a siren and a Succubus.
Here's my thing:
That
is
sounds right up my
I
alley.
I think we should look for her, and I think
The headless man.
I think if we look for the deer lady, I could do some dancing and singing, raise some energy, summon her, and then she can trample you to death, and then I'll make a viral video of me poking your corpse with
I
a stick.
yeah. I mean, I would be down to be ran over by a deer lady.
I don't think she'd want to kill me because I respect women, and because no, I was about to jokingly say she's probably transphobic, but I don't believe so. I think most like supernatural paranormal entities aren't like I believe most like supernatural paranormal entities aren't really LGBT phobic. So I feel like a lot of those like feelings towards those groups of people are purely human constructions. So I was gonna say, what if she doesn't kill me because she doesn't consider me a man? And then I realized, no, she probably would.
Oh,
What?
short elbows. It is said to be a human-like monster that from its elbows out, it would have a short point.
The bones in my elbows don't look like the bones in normal people's elbows. When I T-pose, I've had people point out that my arms are weirdly curved. Like they curve like up and down. I can't straighten my arms. And there've been I don't know how well this is on camera because there's a delay. But my elbows normally they have like a weird like thing poking out. It might not be weird. Whenever I like straighten my arms to like T-pose, people always comment that my arm like arcs up and back down in a weird way, which I can't really do it sitting down, but back in 2016, when T-posing was popular, people told me I had a weird skeleton structure in my arms.
The final monster is giant grasshoppers.
I've picked up some pretty large grasshoppers and praying mantises. So how much larger do they get?
Oh, about human size.
Oh heck yeah! I bet those would taste good. Like I've eaten grasshoppers and crickets, and they taste like pretty good. So like a human-sized one, that would be like a full meal.
I just, I'm, I'm just over here just looking this up because I, I don't really know about much about the monsters of Kansas, but seems like it's about the same as everywhere else.
I want to find Bear Man. I think Bear Man is like only in Kansas and Colorado or whatever.
Hellhounds.
Hellhounds.
Apparently, we have hellhounds.
It's interesting.
Probably not the like Call of Duty zombie variety, but we have them.
I don't know what you mean by that because I've never played Call of Duty.
Um, then 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 you don't need to worry about it.
When I hear Hellhounds, my first thought is the Sherlock Holmes book, like Hounds of the Baskervilles.
Sea monst sea monsters in Kansas. Oh wait, I think that's just for the museum.
I mean, there used to be a sea here, but I don't think anymore. What was I gonna say?
That's just a dude in a costume.
Would you like to review some types of star seeds?
Yeah, sure.
So as I say, so first, do you know what a star seed is?
No, I don't.
So, starseed are people who claim that they were aliens in a previous life who willingly chose to be reincarnated on Earth to continue their planet's agenda on Earth. And a lot of them have their very own specific statements on the afterlife, on morality, on other stuff, because it's the statements of their planets, their home planets on that, where space kin, which we talked about earlier, it's not like, oh, I willingly chose to come to Earth to spread my agenda. It's just like, hello, I'm here. I'm gonna go on Tumblr. So, and those people all have their own individual senses of morality and stuff like that. So with star seeds, they are there's different kinds of star seeds. Like they divide themselves up by like which futuristic planet place they came from to help Earth, and uh, the information on all of these different planets is very consistent from like source to source. Like if you find someone who claims to be a star seed from like a certain planet and find someone else, they'll be sharing the same stuff. So here are some of the most popular or the most common types of star seeds on Earth. The top kind is called Sirians, not to be confused with Earth Sirians, which these come from the planets Sirius A and Sirius B, and they are part of the Old Soul category, which I don't know what that means. But um, the original inhabitants of those planets have come from Vega in the Lyra constellation, which means technically they're all vegans because they come from the star Vega. I'm kidding. No, they're not vegans. But one of the worlds is a water planet, which is Sirius B, and these people are mer people and Miangu, which I don't know what that is. Um, and together these stars are responsible for initiating the awakening of all human beings and the home of humanity. Um, and they said that a lot of people believe that Jesus and Mary were from Sirius A. I don't believe that, but okay. So what do you think?
Just sounds like more cult stuff to me.
Yeah, this is where I'm looking for some like funny commentary from you, and you're just like, this is insane. So they list the main traits of all
I'm over
these.
here like I'm over here like dork watchers. Dork watch a tall, featureless beings that watch you from a distance, mostly seen in California. You, when the stars align, that's when we came from the heavens.
No, I personally am not a star seed, and I don't think Jesus and Mary were star seeds either. And then this website, they list off the main traits of every starseed group, but just like modern zodiac stuff, the main traits apply to everyone. Like if someone lists off these are the main traits of an Aries, they apply to every single human that's ever lived. And then if someone else is like, well, here are the main traits of a Gemini, you know? I'm not saying astrology as a whole is bullshit because it's not. I have studied older astrology. I have extensive notes on it in my book of shadows. But, um, you know, pee pee poo poo. Sorry, I'm out of it. But yeah,
Pee
I
pee
mo-
poo poo
modern
pee
zodiac
pee poo poo.
modern zodiac is BS, and I think all these traits are dumb. But anyway, the next kind of starseed we're going to discuss are Pleiadians, and these are starseeds that originate from the Pleiades, the star cluster known as the Seven Sisters, um, and then other names for it. The star cluster is found within the Taurus constellation. Pleiadians serve as the Earth's record keepers and have tracked its history for over 60 billion years, making them part of the Old Soul category, which, again, don't know what that is. They exist within a fifth dimensional frequency, a place where creativity and love were created. I don't know if something can exist within a frequency. I know frequencies exist within our universe. Whatever. Um, this group of souls is the most human-like. However, they're more evolved than humans, so they're like vampires. In our last stream, we just learned that vampires are better evolved humans. Uh, I said these starseeds are some of the most skilled. So it sounds like everybody wants to be a Palladian. Like it sounds like they're the alien Chads. What do you think, Q?
The alien Chads.
It's literally just
It's
like
the Chadmeisters.
it sounds like they're the Chads. Like they're the most skilled souls. They're the furthest evolved. They're a matriarchal society, so they are the women rule.
Nanakit has a monster called the Melon Head.
Why are we researching monsters from other states? Are you gonna drive me to Connecticut?
I'm just looking at what other, cause like you have like Melonhead, Mothman, uh, the like Jova Demon, the
Okay. What I'm about to
Flatwoods Monster. What do we have here in Kansas? Sinkhole Sam.
what I'm about to bring up, I think it's from Oregon. But if I was gonna go out of state for monster hunting, I'd want to find this monster called like the like sponge or like the squanch or whatever. It's a gross sound, but it's like a wrinkly. It's like a wrinkly ballsack armadillo that cries all day because it's depressed of how ugly it is. And you can find it by following a trail of like tears and mucus on the ground. This is a real thing.
What did you describe it as?
Like the swanch or like the squanch or like the splush. Like it has a dumb name. I called it a
Let me
ball.
look this up. The
Search like cryptid so
the
ugly it
squash.
search like cryptid so ugly it cries or something. I should bring it here. I'll search it on my phone.
I'm just gonna look up like ugly armadillo.
People on oh, okay. Someone on Discord right now asked me if I'm an Aquarius in our DMs. Right after I was explaining how I hate zodiacs. For friends at home, I'm not an Aquarius. I'm a Scorpio. Did you know most serial Did you know most
Armadillos,
serial killers are
moles.
Scorpios or whatever? Um, okay. I googled cryptid so ugly it cries, and it's the squonk.
The squonk.
Squonk. Squonk.
Okay. Oh my god!
Do you
What is that?
Now do you see why I called it a ballsack armadillo?
It looks like a naked mole rat.
It's the squonk. The squonk is a mythical creature that is reputed to live in the hemlock forests of northern Pennsylvania in the United States.
It is a mythical creature that is so ugly that it hides from plain sight and spends most of its time weeping. This
Yeah.
just sounds like me.
Is Q the squonk? Like, is the squonk just Q crying in his basement?
It might be. Oh, you poor thing. This is the only monster that like gains my sympathy.
I want to hunt the squonk, and when I find it, I don't want to hurt it. I just want to like tell it it's not ugly and give it a pat on the back.
Oh my god. I I feel genuinely bad for this thing.
The
Because
next,
it actively knows what it is, and it's so sad to be it. It's
so
the most suicidal monster.
the next kind of star siege is the Arcturian. Arising from Arcturus, the brightest star in the Bootes constellation and the galaxy's most advanced civilization, these starseeds are fifth-dimensional beings that built the society that Earth's prototype. It should be the society that is Earth's prototype, or the society that was Earth's prototype. Oh, Tamara's back. Hello, Tamara. Welcome back.
The Van Meter monster. It's in Iowa, and it's just this large bat thing that was seen like once.
Okay, maybe it's a friend of Mothman. Um, so it says that when human beings die, on their journey from death to rebirth, they pass through the Arcturian energetic architecture. So like once you die, you go vibe at their planet or whatever, for a bit, and then you come back. And they're in charge of auras and souls, which I personally, if this is the case, I'm surprised I don't remember it. 'Cause, I do the past life meditations, and I do all this. So that's just That's just my comment. I'm not trying to harass
Maine,
people who are star seeds. I'm just saying is I don't remember any of this.
Maine has a ghost moose as its most notorious monster.
One of my
A,
uncles believes in a ghost moose. He's not from Maine though.
it's just a ghost moose.
That's interesting.
Massachusetts, the Dover demon.
It's yeah, that's what started this whole discussion, right?
I think it was the the Michigan Dog Man.
Would that at all be related to like the Kansas Wolfman or the Kansas Bear Man?
Kansas Wolfman?
I think it's Kansas. It might be something else. You haven't heard of the Wolfman?
Hold on. Kansas Wolfman. The the Dog Man. Hold on.
Doggin.
Let's see here.
I don't know, homie.
Hellhounds.
Anyway, back to
Hellhounds,
aliens, which is what we're supposed to.
Dogman, and Wolfman. Hmm.
Back to
Interesting.
aliens, which is what we're supposed to be
Fascinating.
reviewing. The next ones are Andromedans. So the Andromedans come from the spiral-shaped Andromeda Galaxy, also known as the MS-31 or M31. These souls are incredibly loving and have a natural gift for telepathy. That's potentially something I can relate to. They're the nicest. They're heart centered. I talked on the Witchcraft podcast. It was like 3 hours. I talked about how my whole life I felt a special energy connection to my heart. But I'm not saying I am this. It says their main mission is to spread peace and love, especially to those that have been at the mercy of the reptilian starseeds. Their focus is empowerment. They seek to give control and power back to individuals that lost it. So there's like a great galactic war between the reptilians and the and Andromedans.
Holy fuck. Frogmen. In Ohio,
Where?
there are frogmen.
Do you really want to go to Ohio just to hunt some frogmen?
I will eat them.
I've never eaten frog in my life.
Here it is. Here's the fucking squonk again.
A squonk.
Poor motherfucker.
Yeah, I
And
do
then at
genuinely
Rhode
feel bad for the
Island,
squonk.
and then at Rhode Island, there is a vampire Mercy Brown.
Vampires, heck yeah. I think it'd be fun to go vampire hunting.
Young Mercy Brown was perfectly preserved compared to the other corpses,
Okay.
and that's about it. There's like nothing super cool.
So basically this person doesn't decompose and then they
The Lizard Man of the Swamp. Now that sounds like something we need. That sounds like something we need to go give a beer.
I don't even think we live like that close to like the closest swamp.
It's in South Carolina,
That's not very close.
and then down in Texas, the Chupacabra, of course. Why wouldn't it not be? A a Vermont Pigman. The fuck is that thing? The Virginia Snallygaster.
So you just have no comment on the intergalactic war between the reptilians and the Andromedans? When I invited you to
Yeah,
co-host with me, I wanted like commentary and discussion. I didn't want like someone to just list the names of
I love
different
how
cryptids in my
this
ear.
all. I love how all of this started as like a let's actively talk about aliens, and I'm over here like
Yeah, so maybe
I
tell
have
us,
went down a rabbit hole that I never thought I would go down, but here I go.
literally just share your opinion right now.
It's absolutely goddamn. It's absolutely goddamn. Nothing new.
Yeah, I personally, my opinion is I don't like the whole like reptilian stuff when it comes to conspiracy theories
Reptoids.
because it's always just code for anti-Semitism. So,
Wait, what?
whenever people talk about like lizard men and stuff like that, they're almost always using it as a stand-in for Jewish people. And it it pisses me off. I'm not Jewish, but like it pisses me off. So I don't like lizard man conspiracy theories. I like
When was it ever that?
for the whole history of it.
I only know like a modern one where it's like actual reptoids.
Well, it started off as not that, which is I don't know. I don't like it. I like innocent conspiracy theories that aren't like hurting people. Like when someone's like, I think the moon has been hollowed out, and inside there's like some like evil sex cult.
Reptoids.
The moon's hollow, and there's like an evil sex cult operating out of it, and like that's not racist or sexist, so that's
Why?
fun.
Why am I not shocked by that?
I don't actually believe that, by the way. I just made that up off the cuff. But I prefer fun conspiracy theories like that than conspiracy theories where, you know, they're racist. Anyway, moving on. Indigo, crystal, and rainbow. These, yeah, people on TikTok are obsessed with these. These are people who believe that they are like newly born spirits. Because, I talk about like past life and stuff. A lot of people believe there's like a limited number of spirits in the world. Like, and they just keep getting reincarnated. Like, one life you're an alien, the next life you're a squirrel, the next life you're a human, the next life you're an alien again. Where these people, a lot of them are claiming to be like new souls that were just created and sent down to Earth, which is interesting. Light workers, in my opinion, a light worker is like an energy worker. Okay, Orion. This is cool. Orion is the constellation I was obsessed with as a kid. It says that they are philosophers and they look for balance and trust, and they're here to teach people. And they
I
came
see.
and they came between the 60s and the 90s.
How
Feline,
about
wait,
that?
feline, that means there's alien cat girls.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
These stars
I don't like where that's going.
These starseeds originate from the Lyra constellation. They can be found depicted in the artwork of the ancient Egypt and other civilizations. They possess incredible gifts for telepathy and often have psychic abilities. Feline starseeds don't particularly care about their physical realities. Their focus is on further developing their spiritual skills. They speak clarity and abundance. And talk about the cat girls, though. The divine purpose is to bring all grace to human. Feline starseeds are the master geneticists and helped create the human genome. So all this focus about us creating cat girls, apparently cat girls created us.
I have about like one more hour to go here.
Like you can only keep streaming for one more hour, or you have another hour worth of cryptids to read off.
I'm able to keep on this not podcast. I'm able to keep on this live stream for about one more hour. So
We should be done by then. I honestly thought we'd be done a while ago, but instead of like actively reviewing the websites, we're just like, let's talk about how Ghost is gay for 5 minutes. Let's talk. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm just sharing. It's like, yeah, I don't know how much longer this will take. But yeah, feline starseeds, cat girls, they made us. So now there's Lemurian and Atlantean, which these aren't starseeds. These are just reincarnated people who lived on Earth before the fall of Atlantis. I guess they are starseeds. These aren't aliens. This is like despite their lost lands. I don't know. My rating on this one is I don't really think Atlantis ever actually existed. Therefore, if you're reincarnated from Atlantis and you're like, no, it existed, I remember it, I'll listen to you with a lot of curiosity. But so far in my life, I've yet to see evidence of Atlantis ever existing. How about you, Q?
I have seen no evidence whatsoever.
One of the common traits for them is you feel a connection to the sea and water. I'm sorry, if I was reincarnated from someone from Atlantis, I'd be traumatized by the sea and water because of what happened. Like imagine like getting stabbed in your past life and then your current life you're like, wow, I love knives so much. I feel so connected to knives. Like what the heck? I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean to Atlantean starseeds, but like okay, that's the end of the article. Oh, all these people. Joe and Mama for sure. I think all the comments are just people saying what they relate to, which all of these are designed so that everyone relates to them. But oh, here's a guy saying feline. So we found a cat boy. Let's look for more cat people. Yeah, a lot of these people are saying they feel found another cat person. Oh my word! This person comments, I'm definitely a feline. I've always loved those goofy cartoons of the girls with the cat ears. Me too, buddy. Me too. Uh, I have my cat ears right here. Okay, guys, if you heard it here, guys,
Oh no.
if you like cat girls, you're officially an alien. You're officially a feline starseed. Bum 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 bum. Raising your vibrations and space travel. And yeah, the adult thing was there again. I tried to clear it off on my phone and it wouldn't go away. So I just give up now. I'm just gonna stop opening links people send me to things like that, even if they say it's gonna be funny. It's never funny. It's always just disturbing. Here's an archived one because I saved the link before the website got deleted. Just like with the vampire video, a lot of these links and websites I've been to before because my internet on the activity, my activity on the internet is weird. Like I go online and I'm like aliens. But yeah, this basically just says that
Aliens.
this website's like if you raise your vibration, you can visit other dimensions and other planets and other dimensions and other planets in this dimension. Saying, this is how you are able to travel the universe or appear and disappear in your reality. Which, yeah, I do meditation and astral projection. If I wanted to, I could probably astral project to Mars. I haven't tried it, but I could.
Well,
Yeah?
that's it. As well.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere. I thought you were going to be like, well then do it, pussy. I don't know. So yeah, they also say that another way to go to different dimensions is with music. So that's yeah. This is a very short website. Um, and then there's like how to change our reality. This is part of a whole blog that got deleted because why not?
Why not?
Um, yeah, the internet be deleting stuff all the time. Just like how all those vampire stuff got deleted, but it's never really deleted if you bookmarked it or if you ever visited it. You can go through your search history and like copy paste links from there. So here's a blog called Disclosure for Humanity. And the full title of this article is Truth, Disclosure, Aliens, and Ascension to Awaken Your Soul. Warning, this blog post contains information that may shock and challenge your beliefs. I feel like they're really hyping themselves up here.
Yeah.
You have been lied to. We are programmed to program each other. Okay, the programmed thing is true, in my opinion. Like, people will shame you for believing specific things, and then that encourages you to go shame other people who've believed those things, and so on and so on. Like, I really do feel like our society does try to make people all act a certain way, and in doing that, those people then go on to make others act that way. Which it's kind of true if you look at like social conditioning, which is a legitimate thing. But awaken to the truth to set you free. Um,
The truth.
Denial is the mechanism to avoid the reality of pain. Yeah, I agree with that. People believe the media to be truth. I don't. When I look at TV, when I look at YouTube, when I look at books, I know that people really only show you what they want you to be able to see. And there are exceptions, like in this live stream, I've had people get multiple information that I didn't want people to have about me. But um, if you very generalize it, yeah, everything you see in the world is controlled, and it even applies to people. Like people tend to only show you the side of them that they want you to be able to see. So even when like you just hang out with people in real life, you're not getting the truth, you're getting a version of the truth. It's not your fault, but it's no longer an excuse. I think it is someone's fault if they believe what they're seeing is true, because in my opinion, it's very evident that every single thing in our world is performative because people just show the world what they're comfortable with the world seeing. So no, if you watch like a reality TV show and you believe that's how people actually react or actually live, and if you go read a book and you think that's what life is really like, it's on you. Everything begins as energy. Yeah, we covered this in the vampire video. Okay, this sounds like some QAnon nonsense. Oh, actually, I need to leave this website
Does it
right
at
now.
all?
I just read something like at the bottom of the website that I think you're not supposed to have on YouTube. Like, there's like certain things that they'll like, this is harmful. I'm gonna take it down or whatever. They had there's specific conspiracy theories I think you're not supposed to mention on YouTube, and there was some on that website. I had not read through that website, by the way. That was a website that was linked to me, and they're disclosing truths. Some of the claims they're making, in my opinion, are backed up by racism and backed up by other stuff. But yeah, I think that website's part of some QAnon nonsense because of some of the claims that I was reading with my eyes before saying them in real life.
What was at the bottom there?
The link in Discord, so you can go look at it. Actually, while we're
All
here,
right,
I'm
let me.
I'm gonna remove that link from my YouTube description because I personally don't want these beliefs associated with my channel. I have
Which
some.
one? Um,
It's
which one? Was it?
it it has the word disclosure in it. I forget the full link. It's like disclosure, awakened, alien truth, or like something dumb like that.
I think I see it.
I have some family members that believe in QAnon stuff, and because of them, I'm really uncomfortable
I
with a lot
don't
of.
really. I don't really get all that stuff. It's maybe it's just me, but I don't really get it.
It doesn't make sense unless you like already believe specific other stuff. Like basically, if you already have a notion in your head that like this person's evil, then like the QAnon conspiracy will say, well, she's evil because she was part of this team that like does this thing, and it sounds
I
outlandish, but
don't.
because you've already accepted a smaller truth, you accept the larger truth, and they keep building larger and larger things on top of that, and all of it's BS.
There it is. Let me go to the bottom here and see what
It's not even the
little.
bottom of the page; it was just on the bottom of the screen as I was reading. But
Okay, so
I'm really uncomfortable with a lot of QAnon stuff because I know people who believe it, and the kinds of things they say and the kinds of harm that they wish on others and stuff makes me really uncomfortable. So when I see QAnon stuff, it makes me really uncomfortable because I feel like it's a really dangerous, really
do you know
scary thing.
which section of the article
It was
it
early
is?
on. It was like when they were listing off things that they just continued that they considered to just be facts that someone should accept.
So this blog needs to this even lied to.
So right now, the website I'm on right now is like a how-to for star seeds, and in it they talk about basic energy work, and it's very reminiscent of all the vampire websites that I was on the last stream, where they'd be like, "Here's some psychic vampire ability stuff," and uh, it would list like energy
Oh,
practices that even witches could do. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about, right? I don't want
oh,
I don't want any of that associated with my YouTube channel. Like,
are you talking about my mother is the perfect example?
no, that's if you talk about the whole like, yeah, my mother's a black belt and she reads and stuff like that. No, um, I'm talking about when they list off a series of things that they consider to be plain truths. Like they'll say like, this is a
Okay,
lie, this is a
so
hoax, this is a conspiracy.
oh wait, so is it disclosing hidden truths?
I believe so. I'm not on the site right now because I don't want it to be on the screen.
Holy shit!
Yeah, see, I don't want that
That
kind of.
first one is a fucking roller coaster.
I don't want all this.
Holy fuck!
I don't want all that on my channel. I this I turned slightly.
Oh, MK Ultra. Oh
Okay,
boy.
okay. Listen, I personally believe in MK Ultra though.
I mean it. I mean it did
I
happen.
yes, I believe that it's being
Another
consumed.
negative force controlling the cabal. What the?
Alright, alright.
What the hell?
Get ready for a quick ghost conspiracy moment. I think MK Ultra is
Corrupt, psychopathic.
MK Ultra.
Continue.
MK Ultra is still being practiced to this day in lesser forms. Like they're no longer putting LSD in people's eyes and doing stuff, but there are still people who are being drugged and tortured and brainwashed to do things. And it's under a different project name now, duh. But like, I personally believe it's still going on. And you're allowed to disagree with me. I have no proof for that. And if someone told me they disagreed or they think I'm crazy, I wouldn't be offended. I'm just sharing as like,
Holy fuck!
yeah, Quill. I haven't read through most of these websites before getting on. Like, I was just doing this impromptu.
Hitler and his
No,
SS had
no,
contact
this is
with
what,
negative
stop.
aliens.
This is what I'm trying to
Holy
avoid.
shit!
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to
Holy
avoid.
shit!
This is what I'm trying to avoid being on my channels. Like,
YouTube, YouTube. What I'm saying here is not true.
they don't listen to context. If they listen to context, freaking Monkey Jones wouldn't have been canceled. Anyway, yeah, this whole website, it just tells you how to live like a healthy life when it comes to like spirit working, which yeah,
Oh
it's
my
helpful for starseeds, but
god.
it's helpful for anyone. Oh, not that. And then this is the last website.
Big Pharma, oh no.
This is the last. Oh, okay. In my English class, we had to do like poetry projects at one point, and this girl wrote a slam poem about why she hates big pharma, and she dropped the f bomb multiple times.
Oh,
It was a
oh
good.
no. There is a underground getting too touchy with Kid Wing that
Yeah,
operates at the highest levels. This is just QAnon shit.
yeah, and that's. I remember when
But if you
back in
add aliens,
back in like 2015, Alex Jones was like, "There's an underground ring of that, and they harvest the soul energy to give to the aliens from Saturn because aliens from Saturn like children's energy for blah 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 reasons." And I was just sitting there like, "What?" But yeah, the website you're on right now, I had not read through it before doing this stream. Just like I hadn't read through the majority of the vampire websites last stream before going on. And that's why when I got on, I'd be like the last one, Vampire Church, I was like, I did not like that one because it was looking at vampirism through a strictly spiritual and energy lens. And I'm like, I don't feel that way. Well, um, what was I going to say? To say something. Oh yeah, well some of these websites, the way they talk about aliens, I'm like, oh that makes sense. And then others, it's like you are literally just a bad person with an agenda. But okay. Yeah, so I found this website
Holy
called
fuck.
Inquisitive Christianity, and I actually found them through my vampire video because if you go to research links, they have information about vampires, which this link site is how I found some of the vampire websites. Real Vampire I knew since middle school. Some of these I found through other websites, but a lot of these vampire sites, the ones that I went to that I had to have links to get to, a lot of them came from this specific like Christian website. So this Christian, I'm recording something right now. Oh, Fiddle, I do. I forgot all about it. Oh, geez. I actually am probably supposed to be in therapy right now. Let me check when it was supposed to be on my phone. I might end the stream right now and go to therapy.
Oh, oh, how about that?
Yeah, I. Wait a sec. No, okay. It says my appointment is at 4 p.m., so we're good. So we'll be done by then, because this is the last website I had saved. So on this website, they have links to everything. Vampirism, which I used in my last stream, but then they also homosexuality. I think it's funny homosexuality is in the same like link thing as aliens. Anyway, if you go to aliens and UFOs, this is where I found some of my websites for today. Well, I haven't been to any of these websites because all of them were about their forums, people posting their own UFO sightings. That was kind of boring. But through these, I found links to other stuff. So, yeah, pro alien and UFO websites. This link in the description. If you've seen a UFO, you should go talk about it in one of these places. Ooh, abduction research.
Up, uh, abduction research.
Abductees speak. This is interesting. I'm kind of nervous to like read this on stream because I'm afraid it might be bad, you know. So I'm just gonna leave it here. So yeah, Q, if you want to discuss some cryptids and supernatural stuff, I'm happy to discuss. And then when you have to go, go, and then I'll go off to therapy.
I am I am actively so sorry that I sort of midway through that kind of just went down the cryptid rabbit hole.
It's fine, man. If you want to discuss them now, I'm happy to, because now we've finished our alien discussion. So now we can get to the stuff. All right, so let's talk about cryptids that we need to find this summer. We need to find Sinkhole Sam.
Like I think I might be able to talk a Paul into because I know me and Paul want to go on this road trip, but I don't know how big or like how long. So I'll probably talk to him about it. But we may get a day where I might be able to convince him to head out there because it's also supposed to have fish too. So
well, neat. It should
so
be a
like
day that it'll need to be a day that neither of us are working, and it'll need to be it'll need to be a lot of things. But yeah,
yeah,
what was I
but
gonna say?
I'll see about it.
I wish the squanch was I mean the squonk. I wish the squonk was nearer to us because I would totally hunt the squonk.
I just felt actually sad for it.
Haha, empathy. Am I right?
Empathy. Who needs it?
What's
It's
that from?
actually
That sounds super familiar.
I don't know because I really made it up on the spot.
Oh, it sounded so familiar. I thought it was gonna be like JonTron or something.
I think it's the only thing I really feel empathy for nowadays.
Is who?
That like
The squonk?
yeah.
You're like I feel empathy for one thing and it's not even confirmed to exist.
I feel empathy for one thing, and it's not even real. Like, it's
Don't
just
say the
a
squonk.
monster that hides and
Don't
cries.
say the squonk isn't real. What if we find the squonk?
Oh, I'm gonna feel so bad for him.
My list of things I feel empathy for: cats, dogs, ferrets, rats, um, some birds, depending on their intelligence level, um, some insects, depending on how cute they are.
I got a question. Are the we actively still live?
Yeah, do you want me to not be live?
Um, if you want to.
I'm gonna take that as yes because you're gonna say something sus. Well, everyone, it's been me, that ghost. I hope you all had a lot of fun watching this live stream. I'm sorry for all the terrible and sus things that you had to hear today. Um,
I am not sorry whatsoever.
See, I'm sorry. Humans should be added to my empathy list, specifically humans who are subscribed to me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But anyway, I hope you all have an amazing day.